So we're always talking to our investors about how to get involved with off-plan property at the very early stages and benefit from the growth of a growing market, right? This is some really good referenceable data on the Land Registry's website, on Zoopla. It's all there in the public domain. So I want to just go through this with yourself and Nichola to show you exactly what the benefits are about getting in off-plan. So we've got a project on Regent Road at the moment, which is Manchester. It connects Manchester city centre and
Salford Quays, Media City.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's a real busy thoroughfare at the moment and lots going on. So good place to invest, lots of demand. We are working with a development there now where we are offering opportunities to get involved 18 months before completion. This information is about a development we were working with some years ago, 300 metres down the road, that is sold, completely sold out, fully tenanted and doing extremely well. So to give you an idea, an apartment, 2-bedroom on the 11th floor, which is here, sold initially off plan in 2016 for £189,000. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, £189,000. That's good pricing for Manchester. In 2015-16, it got completed in 2017, so registered August 17 at £189,000. That's when it was completed. That first buyer waited a couple of months, sold it on, made 30%, so he sold it in November 17, sold it for £245,000, okay? The second buyer then waited a few years and sold it in December 2020 and sold it at £296,000, so £296,000 over that time period. So he's made 30%, he's made 20% just by virtue of being in early. So Nichola, the prices of our off-plan opportunity at the moment are?
About 245, 250 for a 2-bed, mid-floor, yeah.
Perfectly comparable, so 245, 250 for a mid-floor comparable apartment than the 300 metres down the road that sold last, completed and tenanted at £296,000. I mean, that just gives you a good idea about why you get in early, how to benefit from the growth over the construction period, and people would, will also say, well, okay, Manchester's been the top of the pile for quite some time now, Nichola. What would you say about have I missed the boat in Manchester?
I think that is a huge misconception with clients, isn't it? Is that the real winners were sort of 8 or 7 years ago, and it's just simply not the case. The time to invest in Manchester is quite simply now. The earlier you get in, the more of that growth you're going to see. The important thing to note is that first client that bought the property for 168, he was a Thirlmere Deacon client, so he was the at the bottom of the chain where he made 30%, and we're still now we've got clients that invested early into our development in Regent Road that are set on that same trajectory. By the time they complete in about 12 months. And one thing to note is, this morning we were having our coffee, looking at BBC, and they reported the biggest house price growth in the Northwest is 2007, so 15% in the Northwest alone. Meanwhile, the south is going down by about 5%. So this is, there would be an argument of actually was that kind of driven by the stamp duty holiday, but the one thing to remember is that wasn't there to solve the simple supply and demand issue, and it hasn't solved that. And the UK, specifically the Northwest, does have a huge undersupply of good quality accommodation. So yeah, now's the time. Manchester, our investors that have invested very early into this scheme have done extremely well, but again, 15% growth throughout the biggest stress test on the property market in the last 12 months of COVID, and even more growth to come over the next couple of years. So there's still plenty of time for more big winners.
Of growth to be had, still plenty of time to get in early and benefit from what Manchester is doing.